Welcome to my channel, Low Carb for Life. My name is Vesna Dokmanovich. I work as a nurse practitioner. Today I'm going to talk about how the modern diet causes a high insulin, which is the root problem underlying high blood pressure. Even if you haven't watched my other videos, this talk will stand on its own. We'll start with a quick recap of how the modern diet affects insulin and blood sugar, and then connect the dots to high blood pressure and what you can do about it. Today's diet is very different from what humans evolved eating. Many foods are highly processed, high in sugar, and low in natural nutrients. Add frequent eating and snacking, and the body rarely gets a break from processing food. When we eat carbohydrates, they break down into sugar in the bloodstream. Insulin is released to help move the sugar into cells for energy or to store as fat to be used later. This is normal and healthy, but problems occur when insulin is triggered too often and especially at high levels. Carbohydrates especially have an effect on insulin where higher amounts of it are released, whereas protein and fat are less stimulating and cause less of a rise. Imagine insulin as a light switch. Every time we eat, we flip it on. With constant snacking, the switch stays on all day. On a highly processed foods diet, the body doesn't get a break from fat storage. The body was designed for periods of eating and fasting so that the energy can be utilized. Insulin works like a key unlocking cells so sugar can enter. If the key is used constantly, the lock becomes worn and less responsive. The body then responds by thinking more insulin is needed to compensate. When cells are already full, insulin continues pushing energy into storage, especially fat storage. High insulin promotes inflammation and damages the lining of the blood vessels over time. Insulin tells the kidneys to hold on to salt and water. More fluid inside of the blood vessel increases the pressure, similar to overfilling a garden hose. That increased pressure is the pressure against which the heart has to pump. This is high blood pressure. High insulin activates the body's built-in alert system, which is the nervous system. This is not emotional stress. This is a physical response that tightens blood vessels and makes the heart pump harder. Blood pressure medications can be very important and life-saving. However, if insulin resistance is not addressed, blood pressure often continues to worsen over time. Lowering processed carbohydrate intake lowers insulin levels. Whole foods help stabilize metabolism. Eating real food, meat, fish, eggs, fruits, and vegetables, allowing time between meals, lets insulin levels fall naturally. Sleep, stress management, and movement all improve how the body responds to insulin. Even small improvements can make a big difference. High blood pressure is not just about salt, genetics, or aging. Addressing insulin resistance can significantly improve overall health. Remember the story about my father at the age of 81 reversed his high blood pressure through changing his diet and came off all of his pills. Follow Low Carb for Life or Vesna Dokmanovich Wellness Clinic for more education and help with your metabolic health. I also have a support group starting on my school platform in March for individuals interested in improving metabolic health. Join me next time when I discuss how insulin resistance causes liver disease.